Hello! Welcome to Brain Spill, the laziest show on the internet. My name is Tank, and if future Tank is watching this as some sort of reaction video, hey, I hope I embarrass you good and proper. Yes, this is my very first video, and we have an exciting topic today, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be talking about cows. Yes, cows. But not just any cows. Cows with VR headsets. This idea might sound completely out of science fiction and absolutely bonkers, and you'd be mostly right. But let me explain the reason as to why people decided to strap a VR headset to a cow's head. It is vitally important that a farmer uses whatever means they can in order to get the most milk out of their livestock, all while ensuring that the cows are healthy, happy, and are being treated ethically. Some normal ways in which cows can increase their milk yield is making sure that they have good fibre and nutrition in their diets, monitoring their calcium levels, and making sure that more milk is produced once the calves are born. Something else that experts suggest is making sure that the cows have the proper comfort they need in order to be in the best position to make the most milk. Making sure that the cows aren't too overcrowded or too stressed, meaning that they have the best possible chance to increase milk production. Seems pretty simple, right? But some people like to push this idea and explore new areas of cow technology. Yes, a lot of these factors can be quite easily provided by a farmer, but it's not always that easy at every time of the year. This includes in the winter, where cows are pretty much kept indoors for most of the time, and it can be quite stressful with the overcrowding. All of this can have a big impact on our milky friends, meaning that it's generally agreed that milk production does decrease during this time of the year. So, you may be wondering what genius and groundbreaking ideas people have come up with. Farmers in Moscow have decided to fit their dairy cows with state-of-the-art virtual reality headsets, all of which to test milk production. Aside from looking completely badass, the Regional Agricultural Administration said the following. They said that experts noted reduced anxiety and improved overall emotional mood in the herd. The second phase of the experiment, it said, will evaluate the VR-wearing cow's milk production. I can imagine winter in Moscow gets pretty damn cold, so what better time to test this than right now? Oh, you know what? I could really do with one of those headsets at work. If I was wearing a virtual reality headset when my boss walked past me, I too would have reduced anxiety and overall improved emotional mood. Sign me up, Russia! Any reason to drink on a video. Any reason. I found out from my extensive Google research that happier cows have an increase of milk production of about 15 to 20% more than the average cow. It was stated that the software developers and veterinarians relied on cattle vision research. This cattle vision research was used to create unique software simulating a summer field. Would have assumed that the headsets would have been showing reruns of BoJack Horseman, but hey, if it works, then why not? It was also added that the headsets were made specifically to fit a cow's head. So hopefully it's comfortable enough for the cows, meaning that they aren't just going to walk headfirst into a wall. That really wouldn't be good. Although comments made reference to improved happiness in the cows themselves, the study actually never proved whether this increased milk quantity or quality. So clearly more tests do need to be carried out in this area. I mean, who knows? This might be just one big publicity stunt, and it has absolutely no impact on milk production whatsoever. Quite interestingly, however, this isn't the first time people have dabbled in the arts of virtual reality headsets on farm animals. I never thought I'd say that sentence in my entire life, but here we are. Machines and automation, they play a huge role when it comes to the manufacture and production of milk, such as American farmers that install automatic rotating brushes for their cows. In Europe, they use robotic systems to ensure the maximum free movement of the cows on the farm. I could have totally made a Brexit joke there, but that was a little bit too easy. And in Russia, when they aren't strapping VR headsets to cows' heads, they install sound equipment which broadcasts classical music out to the herd, which has a positive effect on the cows, I guess? When researching this topic, I actually came across a pretty amazing Reddit post. Reddit users were arguing over how much milk a cow would need to produce before that cow could afford their very own VR headset. The numbers, they came thick and fast, And a post came in from Ren42969 who said the following. On average, a gallon of milk has a profit of $1.32 in America, but this is from Russia. The article also says that they produce about 4 litres more with the headset, so that's about 15 to 20% more. The Oculus Quest is about $400, and let's assume that cow conversion is a negligible cost. So, 400 divided by 1.32 is 303 days of full milk production, so about a year. Aside from the quick maths, people were quick to jump in and discuss further the currency of milk. CG Kiwi rebutted with the following calculation. 4 litres equals about a gallon. Additionally, a cow produces more than 1 gallon a day. If we are to figure out how much their cows produce, we can use their increase of 15 to 20%, let's call it 17.5%. And using this calculation, which I completely can't be bothered to read out to you, meaning that if their profit per gallon is $1.32, that means each cow generates a new profit of $9.37 a day. This means that it would only take about 43 days for a cow to make enough to afford an Oculus Quest. Of course, if the cow was a cheapskate and got a cheaper model, it probably wouldn't take quite as long and not quite as much milk. Now, I ain't no mathematician, and I regularly use the Majesty's penny rather than the Freedom Murica dollar, meaning that these calculations, I'm just going to assume they're correct. You can check them if you want. I have complete faith in our Reddit friends that they took the time out of their day to make sure that their maths was correct. And really, I'm surprised the cows don't just snap one of these up on eBay. I mean, it's probably much cheaper doing it that way than having to buy one new. Anyway, I'm getting distracted here. Something that is worth noting, however, is that the testing of VR headsets on farm animals is not limited to just cows. With this sort of technology being tried and tested every day, it's only a matter of time until it could potentially revolutionize the farming industry. And who knows, it might even go to other livestock too. Funny I mention that, because experts have considered the use of VR headsets on chickens. Austin Stewart, an assistant professor of design at Iowa State University, has an experiment called Second Livestock, a play on the popular chat room Second Life. This is effectively his very own chicken virtual reality simulator. He outlines that chickens will be able to live virtual free-range living. Stewart envisions Second Livestock as a purely social experience between chickens rather than a game involving AI bots pretending to be chickens. Maybe the farmer could disguise himself as a chicken to check on his flock, but there'd be no non-player characters, he says. They'd be real chickens, because the facilities are all networked together, and they'd be in the same virtual world, and they'd have microphones. This all sounds mad beyond belief. He actually has a test version of his VR chicken dating simulator, which he takes to exhibitions so people can try it out themselves. What I love about this article is it specifically states that it's yet to be tried and tested on chickens themselves. I don't feel comfortable strapping a headset on a chicken and seeing what happens, he says. Despite the need for various animal ethical committees to probably let him try this, he is quite open to the fact that if he ever got the opportunity to try testing this on chickens, it might just not work. Will animals actually accept a virtual world as readily as we do? Or is there some level of intelligence or imagination that needs to happen, where we can suspend disbelief more readily than a chicken can? I don't know. Although I absolutely love the idea of this, and I'm not going to lie, when I first saw the article, I almost laughed out loud, there is certainly a balance here that needs to be struck. On the one hand, you have innovations in efficient productivity, and to counterbalance that, it's the welfare of the animals themselves. I think a lot of this will come down to trial and error, but I certainly applaud new innovative ideas. You have to think about the larger picture here, people. And wow, you actually made it through my first video. I'm incredibly impressed. Sir or madam, I applaud your patience. Honestly, for my first video, I could have picked absolutely any topic I wanted to, but I decided to choose a video about cows wearing virtual reality headsets, mainly because I thought it was funny. I intend on uploading videos fairly frequently, so if you're interested in stupid stories like this and listening to me for 10 minutes, then you should probably stick around. Also, I will be putting all my videos in various playlists for the different topics, So if there's a particular topic that you're interested in, I would certainly suggest heading over to the playlist and looking for the videos there. If, for whatever reason, cows with VR headsets was interesting to you, I'm sure there'll be a playlist of similar stupid videos over there in the future. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe. If you want to be notified as soon as I upload a new video, be sure to hit that bell button. And if you have any ideas as to what topics you'd like me to discuss next, let me know down in the comments below. As always, sources used in the video are in the description. Right, I'm gonna go acquire myself my very own cow VR headset, and I'm gonna have a whirl with it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Fantastic.
Thank you.